I remember getting a call from my agent saying that Jon Favreau wants to meet you regarding a Star Wars project. And so I immediately said, when and where. I wanted to meet Jon Favreau. I didn't care what he wanted me to do. I go and I meet Jon at his office, and he invites me into this room that is basically, corner to corner, covered in story illustrations of this project that he's working on. And there are all of these incredible images of a Mandalorian character.
The Mandalorian, it's interesting. I mean, we all know the helmet, but the helmet is Boba Fett. And that was a big challenge in the beginning of this. And Jon and I went round and round like, well, how do we tell the story? And it's not Boba Fett, or is it Boba Fett? And we would talk about that. And, but a helmet at the end of the day is a helmet. And I've shown that helmet quite a bit on Rebels and Clone Wars. And so there are fans that get the language of it, that it's, a tool, it's a piece of equipment. But to the average person, if you show them that helmet, if they say anything, they'll say it's Boba Fett. So we immediately started to draw visual, differences between the two characters. Our character is much more bulked up than Boba ever was. His armor is actually quite different if you look at it. His helmet's actually different, little different traits to it. The colors of it, all these things point out at little differences. There are similarities, which are almost unavoidable. But we wanted to tell a story with somebody where we had kind of more of a blank page to write it. Yeah, it's amazing. It's really, for me, I felt with the pilot, my job was to show this guy as he is, as he has been, a hardened kind of weather-beaten person that, has been through things we can't imagine and is just doing a job. And his job is hunting down beings and turning them in. The consequences of that, the morality of it, I get paid.
The show, to me, in the most basic storyline, is about a man who's been following a way of life and has that way of life sort of upended by the introduction of the baby. And it sort of changes his life, and I think he's reevaluating his priorities and what means something to him in his life in the world. So I think it's really sort of about a man discovering something about himself that he had never known until he met the child.